I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Unchained Outdoors. This week we're going to take in some early September goose action. Before we get started on that, we took some of the kids from Nevin's Hunting Friends out for their very first goose hunt. These kids had an amazing time, and most of them, safe to say, they're a little bit addicted to waterfowl hunting, but that's okay. So we want to take you over, show you a little bit of the action. Wish we had a little bit more, but the birds just didn't cooperate. But hey, that's what happens when you go waterfowl hunting sometimes. It's a chance, but it's a lot of fun. Me personally, waterfowl hunting is some of my favorite hunting to do, and it was very awesome to be able to take some of these kids out that's never got to experience it before. Took a total of 5 kids out because here in Pennsylvania, you have to be at least 12 years old to be able to waterfowl hunt. So we got some of the kids out for the first hunt. Let's go check out some of their action. Nice looking sky.
Up, they're coming this way. Just stick. Aaron, you still have your hat? I bet you now we could go shoot them geese on a cornfield now. Bet you that's where they hopped from. But they might be coming here.
That's what you just don't know with these things. But something else must have, I don't see, 'cause every day, you know, they've been coming this way, but
Something wants to spook them.
they either got spooked or while they were out yesterday, they found better
ground.
I guess they are cubes. Better place to get some grub that direction, but well, we had some birds flying. Unfortunately, we couldn't get them to cooperate or come close enough to distance. Thought we were going to get lucky right off the bat in the morning, but it just didn't work out that way. But they all had a great time. For this hunt, we have to give a very special shout out and a big thank you to Outlet Firearms in Grove City, Pennsylvania. Matthew is an outstanding guy. Has a new gun shop opened up in Grove City, and it is phenomenal what he did for these kids. He actually donated an entire case of ammunition just for these kids to use on this waterfowl hunt and some other waterfowl hunts for them in the future. Me personally, I thank Outlet Firearms tremendously. Nevin's Hunting Friends thanks him, and I know all the kids do as well. They had a great time, and that's what it's all about. So if you're in the western Pennsylvania area, stop in and check out Outlet Firearms. If you're looking for any accessories for your bow, gun, or any hunting needs, but don't want to spend a fortune, check out 30-06 Outdoors. If you want to have whitetails like this, then you gotta have the mix. Can your stabilizer do that?
Hello, my name is Dan, president of Nevin's Hunting Friends. In all the hunting shows on TV, they always say, get a child into the outdoors. But do you have that child between the ages of 8 and 16 that has that desire to hunt, but has an illness or a special need which prevents it or makes it difficult for that child to get into the woods and have that outdoor experience? Contact us and we will make it happen. Find us at nevinshuntingfriends.com or check us out on Facebook.
Why do we shoot victory arrows? Accuracy, performance, results.
Victory Archery, the carbon experts.
Now we're going to catch up in some action with myself and our staff member Ed Doherty as we go out to the swamp and try to capitalize on some early September goose action. We were hunting a game land swamp property, and early season is a little bit different. I know here, for example, when you're in the early season, you're just hunting the resident birds. It's too early for the migration to kick into effect, and it makes it a little difficult sometimes. We were hunting this piece, we've been scouting it out, and we had a good idea where the birds were sleeping. We were trying to get them as they were getting up to take off in the morning. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, let's go to the swamp and see what's going on. Do you know for sure you had? I hit 2 hours. All right. Well done. They're circling it. They're circling.
Yeah. They're gonna go over that way.
Might be back looking for their lessons. I've seen them do that before.
Yes.
Why do we shoot victory arrows? Accuracy, performance, results. Victory Archery, the carbon experts.
Hello, my name is Dan, president of Nevin's Hunting Friends. In all the hunting shows on TV, they always say, get a child into the outdoors. But do you have that child between the ages of 8 and 16 that has that desire to hunt, but has an illness or a special need which prevents it or makes it difficult for that child to get into the woods and have that outdoor experience? Contact us and we will make it happen. Find us at nevinshuntingfriends.com or check us out on Facebook.
Can your stabilizer do that?
If you're looking for any accessories for your bow, gun, or any hunting needs, but don't want to spend a fortune, check out 30-06 Outdoors. If you want to have whitetails like this, then you gotta have the mix.
I was stumbling my way back from Montgomery. I heard my guitar on my back. When the stranger stopped beside me in a stretched out Cadillac, he was dressed like 1950, had gone all white. Said it's a long walk to Nashville with the like a ride. I sat down in the front seat, turned on the radio, and sad old songs coming out of them speakers with solid rock and roll. Then I noticed the strangers goes like hell when I asked for that. I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, "Good to get to make folks cry when you play inside."
Friday the 15th, early goose season in Pennsylvania. We've hunted for about 2 weeks so far and lots of geese around. Never quite got them to cooperate yet. We've had a little bit of shooting on them up to this point, but we come back into another spot we've always felt good about so far we've been seeing, and sure enough there's the big flock that we've seen was just sleeping right up the water, and fortunate for us they decided to come our direction, and these three definitely regret their decision, I'm sure. But I got some nice geese out here though. I mean, these two here pretty good geese. This guy here in the middle, and he's a big one. It was a good hunt though, good way to get the morning. Finally get some geese on the ground out here, but though, I say the Carlson's choke tubes, they worked their magic again, and we paired them up with our blindside ammunition, and they just started dropping this morning, so it was a good morning. Got 3 down, so got more goose hunting to do this month. See if we get some more down, but too bad we couldn't have a morning like this when we had the kids out a couple weeks ago. But
we'll get them more opportunities. I know they had fun, but feels good to get some geese down anyway. But we'll get these cleaned up, packed up, and take the long walk back to the truck and try to catch our breath a little bit. We're hunting on state game land, so we have a little bit of a long walk to get back here since we're not allowed to drive vehicles on the game lands. But a long walk feels better when you're carrying out some game and getting some meat going with you. So it's a good morning. We're gonna get these cleaned up and see what we got the rest of this month. We got a lot more action to go. Hi everybody, on this week's product showcase we're going to talk to you about the bow dagger. For those of you that's been following us for a few years on Facebook and watching the show, I know you've all heard us talking about the bow dagger, and I get a lot of questions on the bow dagger saying, what exactly is this bow dagger? So we're going to talk to you a little bit about the bow dagger today. This is your bow dagger system right here. The bow dagger is the industry's very first stabilizer and bow stand all in one. Now some people ask, well, how is this a stabilizer? That doesn't look like any stabilizer that I've ever used before. And the answer is quite simple. With the bow dagger, this offers counterbalance technology. Whenever you have your bow, you got your sight, your quiver, your arrow rest, all your accessories that you put onto your bow are all sitting on the right side of your bow, adding all your weight this way. The bow dagger mounts to the opposite side of your bow to pull that weight back and balance your bow out. And it works wonderfully. I've been using this for 3 years. I absolutely love the bow dagger. As far as a stabilizer goes, I can tell you that it works perfectly. The very first time I ever used the bow dagger was in 2015 when I first heard about them. I put it on my bow, and the minute that I picked it up, I felt the difference, the way it just sat in my hand, the way that it just felt. I am a firm believer in this product. Very simple to mount. It attaches right there where your stabilizer normally would bolt into. And then it has your bushings on the side here. This rubber bushing with the J-hook goes on through your riser, tight it all down, and then you can adjust your length on the top and bottom depending on the ATA of your bow. Very simple to use. Highly recommend it. Another thing, a lot of people, if they're kind of skeptical about it, you can also remove this bolt and you can screw your traditional stabilizer in here if you wanted to. That's not a problem, it'll work. Very simple. If you're out shooting on the 3D range, backyard practicing, whatever it may be, you just put the bow dagger right into the ground, step on the peg, and it's that simple. It holds your bow, keeps your cam and limbs off the ground from getting dirty. They also offer tree stand brackets. If you're in the tree stand, clamp it to the side of your stand, and your bow dagger will hold your bow right there beside you. No more need to have tree hangers up behind you. They also offer an indoor hard surface stand. If you're shooting 3D, inside, whatever it may be, put the platform stand, stick the bow dagger in it, it'll stand your bow up. It's a great product, and that is going to be this week's product showcase. And can your stabilizer do that?
Alright folks, thank you for watching this week's episode. We have fun waterfowl hunting. Me personally, it's one of my favorite things to do. And you know, like I said, September season, you know, it's a little bit difficult. You're hunting birds that are native to the area year round. You don't have large flock sizes like you do when the geese are migrating from Canada down, or vice versa. But nonetheless, it's fun. We spent a lot of time scouting these birds, you know, trying to figure out their habits, and they didn't make it easy on us. They changed their habits quite a bit from, you know, exactly where they're getting up in the morning, where they're coming from, where they're going. But we felt pretty good about the area. We knew they were there. They just changed it up, and fortunately we were able to get on top of them and get some geese on the ground. If anybody has not tried waterfowl hunting, I strongly suggest give it a shot. As you can tell, you know, if you find the right place, if you've never done it before, you not necessarily have to be, a great caller or even have to call at all, depending on the situation. And as you saw, we had some other birds on a separate day that we took shots at and we missed. And I can tell you right now, if you have not missed while waterfowl hunting, you haven't been waterfowl hunting. It's just part of the nature, but it is an absolute blast. And we're going to have some more waterfowl action coming up later in the season. But this has been September Goose. And again, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Unchained Outdoors. We will see you next week right here on Gen 7 Outdoor TV Network.